Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. My name is Martin, and I am just going to attempt to finish off this Reddit challenge. It's, for me, Friday morning, so there's a new Reddit challenge coming up, and I just want to get this one done. And it's probably not, I don't want to say it's going to take me multiple attempts, but I'm going to be realistic and just aiming for KSC 2. I read the instructions, and they want to be within a few hundred meters of it, so it's going to have to be a fairly precision landing that I'm not very good at. But if I do a nice efficient burn and things, I'll have a bit more fuel left in that setter stack, and then we'll just try it again, I guess, until we get it right. And so there's not going to be maybe a ton of commentary until at least I'm up in the suborbital shot. So here we go in 3, 2. Oops, my aim is not good. Hold that for now. Okay, see if we can kill that rotation off. Okay, where do I want to be heading? Whew. Yeah, that's too far probably again. Oh, and without the engines on, this is a slow turner. Forgot. Well, that's about as good as it's going to get this shot. Botched the insertion orbit. I forgot how much power those first stages had and how easy it was to get a high apoapse. So of course I'd rather it be like 70, so I overshot it by 60 kilometers. Well. Let's see. So you don't really, the engines don't fire until after the shoots, so I don't really want to mess around with those too much. Yeah, no. I will just try again. I didn't even hit the atmosphere until over my target. But I can always use more landing practice. So you can see obviously there's an issue there with the drag on this, in that it's coming down like a spear. But once it hits a certain speed, you can actually use the RCS or just the parachutes itself. I can't fire the parachutes though until it's going a little bit slower, so maybe around 200 meters a second or so, I think. Hey, is that where I crashed last time? What? Or is that just my bits that flew forward? I don't know. Or that might even be the last flight. Anyway, so what we do is do this. Use the torque to spin us around. There we go. Now get the engine, fire the engine stage, gear. How far past those mountains are we? They're not even in sight. want the chutes to have to do too much work. There we go. Where's the shadow going to be? Yeah, there we go. Easy enough to land. Used too much fuel there. Maybe I didn't need to do the burn for the parachute bit, but... And then we'd head back to orbit. But in this case... Oh, that's probably where the debris came from. So this time, make sure I have SAS on, because that was certainly one issue last time, as I was drifting east right off the bat. So here we go again, in 3, 2, 1. Okay. That looks better to me. We will see when we start doing atmospheric interfacing what how far along we are. Might have been a bit of a bouncy landing. All systems are still go. Yep. This thing can take some bounces with these heavier landing legs now. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Still better. Not much to see there yet. Okay, so, yeah. Not the most efficient orbit getting in. I was up over 80 kilometers, but sometimes just works that way. I think I'm still good for line. I don't know how far this is. I'm thinking maybe I should just, like last time, when did I was somewhere around here. I was interfacing with the atmosphere, so I'm already lower. So little fuel left, I'm almost feeling like I just might as well burn it, but target's almost in sight. There, just burn the rest of that off. And now we wait. So we're already flipping around. Now I'm worried I've undershot it, of course. No, still 2,000 meters a second. And we're still rapidly coming up. Now the speed's starting to come down. Yeah, as soon as we hit this middle blue section, I find the speed starts really dropping rapidly. Awesome. Is it going to be enough, though? I don't think so. I think I'm going to overshoot it again. Oh, but it's so close. Oops, sorry, wrong button there. I wonder how much fuel it would take to go fly over into there. So it's about 90 degrees, maybe. What if we pop the chutes? Oh, now I don't have any chutes for landing, though. And then again, this is going to use so much of my fuel. And I don't think there's going to be any way I'm going to be able to land this. I'm actually fighting, I don't have any control surfaces here, and I'm using the torque, but to try to keep myself vertical. It's gonna flip at the slightest loss of concentration. One somewhere around there. Okay. Maybe not quite there. Yeah, getting down on the fuel again. So I overshot again. Okay, I want to come in a little lighter next time. Made it over this mountain though. That's something. How are we for altitude here? And vertical speed, okay, it's negative, good. Drop it down a little bit more. What is that doing? Oops. Oh, it's actually too much, too much, too much. Yeah, this isn't going to go so well, but... Oh. Oh. Oh no. Survived. There, it was the most efficient orbit yet with this ship. And it also, I think, will give me the best chance of... Whoops, what am I doing? Let's burn some RCS fuel. Lighten the load. Ooh, did I ever overshoot that? Yeah, it'll give me the best chance, I think, of making this so far. What am I at? Apple apps. Yeah. Yeah, I think. No, it's worse. Far worse. Holy cow. Okay, terrible. Just terrible. Okay. I think that might still be a little overshot. So you gotta remember this thing spins, the globe, so this will be further over here by the time I get down. But my altitude is, I'm just above the atmosphere. And I'm already past Apple apps. Is there an extra stage there? Oh, this is still junked up here too a little bit. Weird that there's just a whole stage there. Even more fuel this time. So you can see, oops, a little bit past it. You can see that I'm getting better and better with these orbits and the ascent paths and things. That one was just out of the atmosphere. So if you want a really, really, really efficient 2-orbit launch, you want to just kind of be about 69, 70 kilometers up. If anything, I want to undershoot it this time just to see kind of where that might be. Okay. Line I think is still good. Target mountain range just in sight. Tons of fuel left. But just about starting to interface with the atmosphere, so we're going to have some issues keeping direction soon. But you know what I'm thinking, actually, that is it going to try to flip around? I don't even know. Let's just let it do what it wants to do. Because if it points retrograde, kind of like it is now, I don't know. That may work. Okay, we are just now then interfacing with the top of the atmosphere. Should be feeling some effects. That should start to pull in hopefully soon, and I don't know. I could definitely fire the engine around here. Could I even still maintain attitude, or is it slipping away? Could try anyway. Won't really need the RCS fuel for anything else after this. I just really don't want to overshoot it again. But I'm thinking this is better. We are just going to be... When's it going to... Oh, it's already slowing down. Okay. The line is very good for the Space Center. Speed... Wow, as long as I've got this engine on. No, it doesn't want to... Yeah, it does want to slip away. Shoot. We are committed. This is looking better. Not perfect, but this may count as close enough. Get the chutes out now. Still got a couple hundred meters a second to kill here. I think we've got it this time. Probably could have got an awesome view from there, but I'm really just wanting to concentrate on this. Have the engines ready. Did end up a little south still. Huh. Must have been the camera pieces. Neat. So that's like a kilometer or two away. Not the few hundred meters. I'm still going to submit this though, because this is, I think, pretty impressive for a suborbital flight. Okay, I really have to pay attention here though. There. Landed. Can he see it out of his cockpit? I think he probably should be able to. No, not quite, because he's got a little bit the wrong angle, but oh well. How much fuel did I burn there? Good, good, good. This should be able to get orbital. We need to eject. This is always a fun bit. Let's just do it this way. Do those. Now we've got some debris, and we should actually, well, I don't know, won't be able to see exactly how close it is. Anyway, most important thing now is that we need to get into a circular orbit, and this part should be easy compared to what we've just done anyway. So 90 degrees is here. I just got to pay attention to that and head a little bit that way after launch. Second launch in 3, 2, 1. Oops, too much. That's better. That's a beautiful thing. Did that already burn out? Shoot. It did too. Well, that was a bit of a waste. Crap. Should have been paying attention to that. Wow. Perfect. Let's see. Now we just go. Whoa, whoa, so much control now. That's good enough. Maybe a little bit down more. $76.73. What was their circular orbit? Less than 500,000 meters eccentricity. 73.76. Hey, that's it. Let me just get some screenshots of that so people know. Well, I guess there's a way to. Isn't there a way to line them up? So yeah, that's pretty circular for just the straight burn all the way without any cutoff. So there's a number of people I know now that I've figured this out. The way that I mean, it was MechJeb that helped me learn how to do a correct orbital insertion burn. Anyway, like the space shuttle does. They don't stop burning. Well, you know what they do? They do the MECO, the main engine cutoff, and then they do circularize. Maybe not. I don't know. That's actually a good question. Does anyone know if the space shuttle has to circularize their orbit after they're up? Because it makes sense that they would have to, because the big fuel tank drops off after MECO, right? But it burns back up, so the space shuttle must have to circularize. Anyway, so I guess that's probably the reason they do that, is because unfortunately, they don't want those big, huge fuel tanks up in orbit. There's been some talk that they really should have made it so they stay up in orbit, because there's these huge fuel tanks that could have some big empty spaces inside, and you could have used them for like habitats and things if they had been built to be repurposed. So you'd have these massive habitats available in orbit. Of course, the problem is that the space shuttle and everything else kind of tends to go into low Earth orbit, so low that there's actually a little bit of atmosphere up there. So like if the International Space Station has to boost itself every once in a while up to a higher orbit, because it does degrade over time. So the same thing would happen with these big, huge fuel tanks, is they would eventually degrade over time if they didn't have some method to boost themselves up. Anyway, long story short, that was me in orbit. And I'm not in a good enough orbit to come back to KSC this time, so I think what I'm going to do is fast forward, and I don't know what the next orbit will look like. How much fuel did I have left? Pretty good amount, actually. 141 liters. So I could either come down now. It doesn't say where you need to come down, right? Finally return safely to Kerbal, it says. So maybe I'll just do that now, just to make the video. Who cares where I land? could come back very close to the KSC, of course, the original KSC, but I'm just gonna burn here and maybe come off in the ocean just east of KSC. And it's a nighttime landing too. It was a evening launch, and now, of course, with the time changed and everything, or time changed, time gone on, elapsed. That's probably pretty good. Still have some fuel left. One thing I didn't think about. Did I ever actually fully test this thing landing on its own? Because I seem to think there was a test where this parachute ripped off on this section. I've never had an issue with it connected there before. Maybe I'll try a slightly powered landing. And we're in the atmosphere. This is going to want to flip around again is all, so once I get some serious atmosphere here, I'll try to straighten it up. Where's KSC as well? It's just, there it is. Let me just will we be able to maintain this attitude? So Fredless is our winning Kerbal, after I did kill a couple. So winning so far. I actually do really have to return. Hey, there's some islands up there. Can't see it on the map because it's dark. Never really noticed the islands around here very much, because they're not directly on the 90, so I really don't notice much that goes on there. Okay, slowing down. Harder to maintain attitude. I'm going to go Fine Controls and RCS. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh well, once we slow down a bit more, it should be easier to hopefully. But I really do need to pop the parachute when I'm going slow, so Is it possible to flip myself around yet? No. Not quite. So close, so close. Ah. Don't want to spend all my time doing this. Hey, look at that. Ish. Alright. Let's just hope. Hope, 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 hope. Still got 500 meters to slow down some. This is it. Hey, it worked! Whew. Here we are. Successful completion. Oops. And thank you, Fredless, and thank you everyone for watching. My name is Martin. This was the Reddit challenge Cosmonaut, which I'll get hopefully an excellent icon for. I really liked it. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, HillstashLP. I'm on Steam as well. What else do I have going on? Obviously my YouTube page, which you all know about. I'm on Reddit and various other things. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.